An obvious question that may immediately enter a casual observer's mind after seeing a streaker careen onto a sports field, all legs pumping, flesh wobbling and bits dangling, is also a simple one. Why? It's just pure laughs and giggles, says James, a moderate streaker who last aerobed under the amused and possibly bemused gaze of the public at the Sunday Community Cup in Melbourne 2 weeks ago. It's exhilarating for the first moment or two when you get on and you can hear the roar of the crowd. You can hear the laughter on the sidelines, whether they're laughing with you or at you, but in all cases it's just good fun. A brief history of streaking in sport. Read more. James, whose full name Guardian Australia chose not to reveal, might be classed, if such a classification system existed, as a mid-level streaker. He isn't a one too many drinks bad decision never again streaker, nor is he a big hitter who chooses major sporting events to show his wares. Instead, he lies somewhere in between. He has for the past 4 years streaked at the annual charity event in Melbourne, which has garnered a reputation for being a safe space for nudie run enthusiasts since its inception in 1993. I'll just hand out drink bottles to the team, making sure everyone's hydrated while doing a circle around the field, he says. I might throw a cartwheel in there if I want to. I just do my full lap, come back around and do a couple of high fives at the end of it. Then I just chuck my clothes back on and everyone's had a good laugh for 2 or 3 minutes. Times are changing though, and this year, for the first time at the Community Cup, streakers were targeted by police. 3 arrests were made and the men, all in their 20s, were charged with indecent and obscene behavior and fined $626 each. James says there were more, including women, but they were the lucky ones who somehow got away with it. The clampdown on pitch invaders is in many ways understandable. Streaking may be just good fun, and the reaction of the crowd more often than not reflects that, but on occasion it can go wrong. Watty Holmwood's bumbling charge onto the State of Origin pitch in 2013, for example, disrupted the game and prompted anger in some quarters. Jimmy Jump regularly interrupts matches in Spain. Worse, with people entering sporting arenas unchecked, there remains the possibility of a repeat of the horrific Monica Seles incident in 1993. Streaking Australian cricket fan jailed after naked slip and slide in Sri Lanka. Read more. Still, the urge to get naked and run onto a field can prove irresistible for some. A video taken at last weekend's All Blacks British practice is alive and well, no matter the size or importance of the occasion. This particular fence jumper displayed remarkable composure as he sat in his seat, naked from the waist down, and calmly waited for his chance despite substantial heckling from fellow fans about his state of undress. It was a bit of spur-of-the-moment peer pressure from a few different people, my father being one of them, and yeah, went for a bit of a run, the man, 23, told NZME. To be honest, not a lot was going through my head, just thought I'd have a bit of fun, and they obviously didn't like it as much as I did. It was still fun while it lasted. He was fined $5,000, more than $1,000 of which had been crowdfunded at the time of writing, but for many streakers, who are often accused of seeking attention, that's a small price to pay for their moment of fame. Money itself has increasingly a motivational factor since streaking was first witnessed in sporting arenas in the mid-1970s. Savvy marketing managers soon realized the potential for spruiking their wares in front of, in some cases, global television audiences. That's quite some market reach. A man who ran onto the pitch at Super Bowl 38 with an online casino's web address scrawled in marker pen across his back claimed he had been paid $1 million to do so. As an aside, for purists, this was not strictly Speaking a streak, his modesty was retained by a thong or G-string. A bona fide streak requires the full Monty. Some television stations have moved to address this. Often viewers are left in the dark as cameras pan away in the event of a streak. The message is clear: don't give them the publicity they crave. A Channel 9 spokesperson says their sports arm, Wide World of Sports, may choose to show high and wide shots if play is interrupted, but always with commentary criticizing the practice. For James, though, it's not about self-promotion of financial gain. His motivation comes purely from an entertainment perspective, both his own and that of the watching crowd. "I never seek publicity whatsoever," he says after Guardian Australia sought the interview. "There's no personal gain from it. It's just for my own amusement, something to cross off your bucket list." From The Observer Archive, 17 March 1974, "The naked truth about streaking." Read more. The runs are intoxicating. That's why he has kept coming back to the Community Cup, but this year's arrests might have proved to be a watershed moment. "It does deter me," he says. "I'm still a uni student. I still want to see the world. Those guys who were caught, it's an issue on their record. I understand. The police are doing their job. They've got to uphold the law, and I don't blame them for what they did. At the same point, it's always been turned a blind eye. It's definitely shaken things up a bit. If retirement does beckon, at least his mother can be proud of his career. I have told my mom," he says. "She laughs about it and thinks it's quite humorous. My stepfather just shrugs. No one's disgusted by it. Everyone's cheering it on just as much as a part of the game. It's just a funny tradition that's been upheld."